The day after my mother's funeral, the locks were already changed. No discussion. No warning. Just a new key, in my brother's hand. And my sister-in-law standing behind him. She didn't look sad. She looked determined. "This house belongs to my husband now," she said. I thought she was grieving. Premier ouvrage. Within days, the furniture was rearranged. My mother's photos were removed. Boxes were labeled discard. She said she was modernizing. But it felt like erasing. My brother stayed quiet. Dossier. The first will was read a week later. It stated the house would go to my brother. She smiled before the lawyer even finished. But something didn't sit right with me. My mother was meticulous. She planned everything carefully. And she always said fairness mattered. Yet nothing was left to me. Not even a keepsake. That wasn't like her. I began searching through old documents. In storage. In the attic. That's when I found a sealed envelope. Dated 6 months after the first will. It was addressed to the family lawyer, but never delivered. Inside was a second will. Signed. Witnessed. Legal. This version divided the house equally. But there was one condition. The house could not be sold. And it could not be renovated without mutual agreement. I understood immediately. My mother anticipated conflict. She protected the house from greed. When I showed it to the lawyer, his face went pale. He confirmed it was valid. More recent documents override older ones. Legally, everything changed. We scheduled a second reading. My sister-in-law arrived confident. Almost triumphant. Until the lawyer began reading. Her smile disappeared. She interrupted repeatedly, claiming it was fake. But the signatures were verified. The witnesses confirmed. The house was no longer hers to control. It belonged to both of us. Et quoi li? And it couldn't be sold. Her real plan surfaced then. She had already contacted a real estate agent. The renovations were preparation for resale. She wasn't preserving the home. She was liquidating it. My brother looked stunned. He didn't know. Or maybe he didn't want to. The argument exploded. Voix Z. Accusations flew. But one truth remained. My mother had seen this coming. She left the house as a test. Not of inheritance, but of character. In the end, the house stayed. Unchanged. The renovations stopped. The real estate deal collapsed. My sister-in-law moved out months later. The silence after was heavy. But peaceful. I restored my mother's photographs. Placed them back where they belonged. The house felt like home again. Nos properties. Nos profits. But mémorie. I finally understood something important. Inheritance reveals people. Grief tests them. And money exposes them. Mimo te divas well. She left us truth. And that truth decided everything. Because, in the end, the house wasn't what mattered. The lesson was. And
But
not
the story didn't
everyone passed
end
it. When
it.
the will was read. Because money rarely disappears quietly. It lingers in resentment. In silence. In conversations no one wants to have. My brother stopped answering my calls. Not out of anger, but out of embarrassment. He had believed her plan was practical. Sell the house. Split the money. Start fresh somewhere else. He didn't see what I saw. That she had already spent the money in her mind. New car. Bigger apartment. A life detached from our mother's memory. The house wasn't just property. It was history. and history cannot be repurchased once sold. Weeks later, my brother came to see me alone. He looked tired. No framework. From conflict. He admitted she had pushed him to pressure me legally. To contest the second will. To force a sale. He said he refused. Not because of me, but because he finally understood our mother's intention. She didn't divide the house to divide us. She divided it to force us to cooperate. Totalk. To choose unity over profit. That realization cost him his marriage. She left shortly after, taking what she could, but not the house, and not the lesson. Because, in the end, the only thing truly inherited was character.